Hello and welcome back to Bannerlord. Now, when we left off, we actually had a couple of war declarations against us, and, well, we're going to have to do something about that, aren't we? We're going to have to do a little bit of skirmishing against the Sturgians, and probably against the, I think it's the Northern Empire that's currently at war with us. I'm going to have to check about that, but anyway, we are right here on our party screen. We're just going to level up these guys into the beasts that we know they are. I do have some more warhorses here as well, but I think I have actually run out now, which is, it's going to grind my gears like no one's business. Anyway, I did pick up a quest in the previous episode to go over to Cyronea, and that's not really going to work because, you know, as you can see, they're actually at war against us. I could technically sneak in if I had a small army, but as you can no doubt tell, I do not, so it's not really going to work out too well for us. Anyway, I have installed a couple more mods. It's an addiction, isn't it? Yes, it's just like modding Fallout or Elder Scrolls or, you know, something like that. And basically being like, okay, I'm going to, you know, mod the game a little bit. 10 hours later, 24 hours later, 36 hours later. Okay, I think I'm done. And now I'm ready to play, and then play for 5 minutes, and then that's it. Yeah, that's generally how it goes, isn't it? Oh well, never mind. Okay, so what I have done is I have installed attribute per level. All of the links are in the description, by the way. Every single mod that I'm using is in the description. So I have attribute per level, so that basically gives us an attribute point every single level that we gain. There are other mods on that page where it allows you to gain an attribute point every 2 levels as well. So if you prefer a slower progression, then you can also go for that. Otherwise, I have also installed improved smithing. That obviously enables us to have additional stamina. I'm actually going to take a look at that real quick. Yeah, okay, I did not configure that. Yeah, I installed it, and I was like, okay, yes, that's installed, great. But you actually do need to go into the XML file that is included in the mod and do a little bit of tweaking there. I did not tweak it at all, so I still have 100 stamina. I'm going to have to do that, but as it stands in this episode, I'm not going to be doing any smithing. So, otherwise, I also installed settlement icons, as you can no doubt see right here. These little icons on the top do tell you what is going on in this town. So, for example, Akalat at the moment has a couple of tasks for us and does have a tournament going on. And it's the same thing with villages as well. I absolutely love this. It is so incredibly nice because that means that I can see very easily from a glance that there's a task there, there's a task here. I'm not entirely sure what the crown means. Probably means that there are recruits available there for me. But yeah, otherwise, I then installed the Fix Mounted Bows Crossbows perk, which basically means that now the perk that I just picked up in the previous episode will work appropriately. So we're going to join the tournament here because getting as much renown as possible is a really good idea. And you know what I'd actually like to see? I would actually like to see a mod. I don't know whether there is one, by the way, because obviously I haven't seen all of the wonderful mods that have been released. I mean, there's been hundreds of them. So I obviously am unsure about you know, what kinds there actually are at the moment. But the point is that I would like to see a way that maybe tournaments could give you a little bit of relation, perhaps, with maybe some people in the town, like it used to in Warband. I don't know whether that would really make sense. That's the thing. I don't know whether it would make sense because in the grand scheme of things, why would merchants care about you winning the tournament? That's the point. Why would they care? I don't really know. But I am going to try and see if I can... Oh, no. Ah, there we go. There we go. Nice. Good. A little bit of extra... Oh, yes. Yes. Very good. Nice. Good work, Byron. Oh, wow. You're actually doing a pretty decent job right here. I'm actually kind of surprised. All right. So, yeah. Now this guy is going to be almost impossible for me to hit. Oh, never mind. In the shoulder. In the shoulder. Very nice indeed. Yeah, so... yeah, I don't know whether there is a mod for that. I know that there are mods that do change how the tournaments work. I don't know whether they just improve the amount of money that you get from them, or whether they improve the amount of renown, or something along those lines. I really have no idea. So I would definitely need to check that out. But as it stands... Oh, you are done. You are done, sir. Yes, you very much overestimated yourself, didn't you? There we go. Byron has gained a level. Oh, fantastic. Very good. My athletic skill is now 39. No wonder I'm moving so slowly. Oh, there we go. Yep, no. Yes. Oh, it's so nice that I have good armor on now. Because I can literally go toe-to-toe with this guy. And he doesn't really do that much damage. So that's really nice. Because it used to be the case that when I was doing the early tournaments that it was really, really harsh. Like I would get hit once and I'd be down to like 30%. So basically a 2-hit kill right there. But now it's going to take him quite a bit longer. Maybe 3 hits. No, maybe 10, I guess. Anyway, we're given a bow again. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Oh, nice headshot. Wow, that was fantastic. Oh yeah, that went very nicely, didn't it? All right, so we're just going to be shooting this guy a little bit as well. Oh, nice. I'm actually doing decent damage, if you can believe it. Maybe I should go into... Well, you didn't see that. You didn't see that, did you? Just tell me in the comments that you didn't see it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just say... You had your eyes closed. You blinked. You blinked in that one moment. You blinked in that one moment, and then everything is fine. Everything is fine. I did not... I just won't even mention it. I won't even mention it. Alright, so, okay, we're given a spear. Thankfully, I don't have a teammate. Thankfully, I don't have a teammate, because if I did, I would make sure to, you know, murder him in some way. But there you go. Oh, I can't believe that. Seriously. Alright, so we're down, and we gained some cash as well. Very much like the cash. Okay, so these guys actually really like us quite a bit. Apart from this one, of course. So let's actually see. Artisans can't sell their products. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the task is all about. It might be quite fun to see. And, well, we're going to be heading over to fight some vassals. Probably from the Empire. Because, personally, I'm not a terribly big fan of most of the Empire factions. I know that there are a lot of fans of those factions out there. And no offense to you, I just prefer the other factions. I don't know. Maybe it's just because there are 3 Empire factions, and maybe it's also a little bit of bias from my time with Barney, because obviously he had to fight tooth and nail against the Southern Empire, and that's going to be quite harsh. All right, 29 units of wool. All right, yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? And if someone, you know, approaches me now, then I will, of course. I see. Yeah. Right. Yeah, okay. I don't want to break the law. You can take the goods. I guess? I mean, that's the thing. I don't really want to increase my criminality. That was the main thing that I didn't want to do in this playthrough, because I did that with Barney, and it kind of messed us up a little bit. So I'm actually just going to say I don't want to break the law, and so on. Going to gain a little bit of charm here. And, oh, look at that. We're actually increasing our relation with most people, and he's only... Oh, yeah, he's decreased by 5. Well, that's quite annoying, but as I said, I don't really want to have a situation... Oh, there we go. This is nice. Don't really want to have a situation where we're going to be some kind of criminal to people, because that would be kind of bad, you know? That would be kind of bad, so I'm going to try and stay on the good side of the law this time, and we are now going to head over to... Karakalat. And there's also a hideout here. Look at this. Yes, this is perfect. Badur is actually still here with 4 units, so I'm probably going to have to do something about that. Hopefully he will not get attacked again. I would assume that he probably will, so we might have some issues there. But, well, can't really do much about that right now. Gonna switch to my two-handed because we are going to be entering into a fight almost immediately. Oh, these guys only have 4 people? They usually have 5, don't they? Maybe I'm misremembering or something like that, but anyway. I don't fight duels with brigands, and I am going to murder you very quickly. There we go. Ow. Ow. That's a lot of damage. Ah, it's just such a large weapon. It's very difficult to use for me. But anyway, there you go. That is a victory for us. Very quick indeed, of course, because we just want to get the notables and improve their relation with us a little bit. Oh, there's a glaive. Oh, perfect. Wow, okay, this is actually kind of cool. Very nice indeed. I would not have expected this. Okay, so I'm actually going to use... Oh, wow. Apparently the mod, the auto-equip mod, says that there's something better. I assume that they're talking about... Yes, the Vlandian Heavy Lance, of course. But I kind of want to use the glaive just because I want to see what it's like. A lot of people have said that it's actually pretty good. So I would like to be able to use it. Can I get over there before it is daytime? No, I can't. Unfortunate. I hope I have enough time to complete this. Yes, I also need to deliver the herd to Sironea, and that's never going to happen, is it? That is never going to happen, and the army is still calling me over there, of course. There's still that automatic recruiting kind of thing that forces your character in a direction. Definitely going to have to see if there's a mod to maybe disable that. Because personally, that has caused me some problems in Barney's playthrough, and I'd like to try and prevent that from happening. Alright, so this gives me a good opportunity to try out the glaive. Obviously, you're going to need to put away your shield to be able to use the thrusting mechanic. I'm actually just going to tell everyone just to auto-delegate right now, and we'll see how we go. Where are they, by the way? Where are the poachers? Because I am not seeing them. Ah, there they are. Okay. For some reason, it's really dark. Why is it really dark? I do know that the developers added some additional brightness, exposure settings, and things like that. So it might be that I need to raise those a little bit. Because I want you to be able to see, you know. I want you to be able to see. I want myself to be able to see and all that stuff. So this glaive is... How is it doing? Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay, maybe I want to use this from now on. He says as he just spec'd a point of, you know, focus in two-handed. What a terrible individual I am. Yes, absolutely. Okay, well, there you go. And we do get to take some leather, which is very nice indeed. And we will be able to sell that for a decent profit. And there we go, we're done. We actually gained another 2,000 right there as well, which is really, really nice. Gonna go in here actually and just see whether I can recruit noble troops from here. Doesn't seem like it, but it might be just randomized a little. You know, that's the thing. You never know what's going to happen in that case. Okay, so there's a bunch of looters. Whoa, huge amounts of step bandits and things. Aha, family feud. Right, okay, so here's the thing with family feud. It has been changed. Now, I am not entirely sure how it's been changed, but I might like to try it out. So, shall we try it out? I've got a decent amount of charm skills, so I might be able to do something. Okay, I will protect your relative. Okay, is it a one-name fellow? Yeah, Junjad. Junjad. We're going to go up and see him. Alright, so here we go. And I think I may have made a slight error here. Now, what I've done is I have just gone through the shortcut in the village and basically just clicked on talk with this guy. And I'm not entirely sure if that was the best idea, because now he's going to attack us almost immediately, potentially, if I'm unable to do something here. You're breaking the law. All right, so let's have a look here. Okay, so 74% chance. Oh, that worked. Very nice. All right, and now we have a 59% chance. And that worked. There we go. Fantastic. Okay. So, yeah, they have changed how it works. I'm not entirely sure how they changed it, but whatever the case, it seems a little easier. Maybe a little easier to get the charm success. And I think they did mention something like that in the changelog. There were many, many different changes. So, obviously, I'm not going to be able to remember all of them. But anyway, I think we're pretty good now. I think we are pretty good to move on, and I would love to get to 20 relation with this guy, but unfortunately he doesn't have anything for us, so I'm just going to take a bunch of these, and I'd like to try and get as big a party as I possibly can handle. And let's have a look. Who are we actually at war against? The Southern Empire. What a classic, eh? What a classic. That is so quintessentially, well, Bannerlord, I guess. I was gonna say warband for a second there, but yeah, it's how it goes, you know. It's how it goes. Okay, so we do have a couple of people actually getting eliminated here. Let me actually just see. I have gained a level, so I do have an attribute point. I've got a focus point. I'm gonna spec more into polearms now, I suppose, because the glaive is actually really nice and I quite like it. Bear in mind, by the way, I have seen your comments regarding leadership, but unfortunately, at the moment, I don't think I'll be able to level it up just yet. Because here's the thing, you need to be a vassal of a kingdom, or your own leader of your kingdom, of course, to be able to form armies. And forming armies is the only way that you're going to be able to gain leadership. At least that's as far as I'm aware. I think that's the only way. So that's a little difficult. So I think we're just going to go... Yeah, I think we're just going to go for that. Go for leadership? Should I? I don't think it's particularly worth it at the moment. Because if I spec into leadership again, and I already have a huge amount of points in this kind of thing, it doesn't really make much sense, I believe. So what I would like to do, however, is I would like to spec more into intelligence for our surgeon skill, and steward is no doubt going to be improved as we go forward, as well as engineering as well. Yeah, these are for governors. That's not really going to help me that much. What about, cheat death? Avoid death for one time when terminally sick? That sounds pretty good. Anyway, yeah, I guess I will just spec into... I kind of want polearms. I'm going to spec into polearms, and then we will spec a little bit more into... Charm is really, really good as well. There are so many cool things. So many cool things to go for. Okay, I guess I'll go for medicine because I need to increase my learning limit a little bit. Yeah, my learning limit is kind of maxed out at the moment by the looks of things. That's why I haven't gotten any more medicinal skills. So that might be a bit problematic. But we're going to head into Southern Territory now, Southern Empire Territory, and we're going to see what we can do. I'm wondering whether I should attack some of their caravans. The thing is that with attacking caravans, it is going to reduce our relation. Oh, hello. Oh, horse archers against horse archers. Not a big fan of that, I gotta say, but they seem to only have 22 recruits and 26 nomads. We should theoretically be very easily able to defeat this guy. So let me actually just take a look at Yana here for a real quick second. No, it seems like she doesn't have anything for us. Okay, so let's make our way over here and see if we can do some damage. There we go. Alright, so bear in mind that this is just a mercenary party, which is not exactly something I wanted to attack, but if they give me the opportunity to attack something like this, then I'm definitely going to do it, because I personally feel like eliminating a strong-ish party from the map is going to be quite important. My horse is massively fast. I guess it's all because of the riding skill increases that we've gained, and I think that the ability to use a better horse in every way, you know, more speed, more maneuverability and so on, really does make a huge difference. And I know that obviously in Warband, if you were to use like a hunter horse or something like that, a hunter horse has basically the same kind of, basically the same kind of speed rating as one of the higher tier horses. And generally, if you're going to be using a charger horse or something along those lines, they usually had a relatively slow speed in comparison, so that is something to bear in mind as well. Oh, these nomads actually have bows. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, we're just going to continue to do damage here. My nomads are running in, and wait a minute. Are these villagers that are actually fighting us right here? I think these are villagers for the most part. Well, not fighting us, but I mean helping us in battle here a little. So yeah, we're just going to try and slice through as many of them as we can. And, oh yeah, actually, I did notice a mod when I was browsing, literally earlier today, and I thought to myself, wow, this would have been really, really nice for Barney. And it was a mod that increases the prone weapon capability of potential characters. So it basically makes it so that you are much more likely to find decent thrown weapons. Basically, every single thrown weapon stack has been doubled. So in other words, instead of having 5 thrown weapons in each stack, you have 10. And I don't know what else it did. Maybe it increases some of the accuracy or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but what I did see was that it does increase the stack, and that's really, really useful. I actually just wanted to mention that because I saw a bunch of units around here using thrown weapons, and I thought, oh yeah, that reminds me, you know? I personally feel like thrown weapons are super fun. I still think they are super fun, but maybe a little bit unusable in comparison to bows and crossbows, because let's face it, when you're in a siege or something like that, what do you want? Do you want 10 thrown weapons by default, or do you want, I don't know, 30 arrows of some kind? You know, that's, you know, it's just so much easier to use, especially the distance at which you can use them as well. Anyway, we did end up losing 12 Khuzate nomads actually, but I believe those were not actually from my party. I think they were from the nearby villagers. Anyway, I am going to be letting this guy go, as is per usual for Byron. He's going to be a very, very friendly fellow, rather like his mother, I suppose, because technically, you know, Barney's wife was an upstanding, very charming, very honorable individual, and on the other hand, Barney was not. So he might take after his mother a little bit more. Alright, so is there anything here that I can actually take? Yeah, bear in mind that I've got to be a bit careful about auto-equipping now, because I don't want my glaive to be replaced. Ooh, she is going to be getting a... no, never mind. We've already seen that the bows can sometimes give a somewhat false... Well, not a false positive, but it's more a case of being similar in stats, and it really just depends on what you really want to go for in that case. So yeah, anyway, we're just going to leave everything else the way it is, and we will move on. There we go. All right, so that was actually pretty nice. I feel like we did quite well there. Maybe? Maybe. Anyway, we did gain some traits for our riding skill, and that has increased our... Ooh, look at that party size. Okay, that's pretty good. And what else do we have going on here? 70% more damage to horses, or plus 2% combat movement speed while wielding a polearm. 70% more damage to horses. I don't particularly know, to be honest, because let's just say that I go off my horse. I'm more than likely going to end up dying, aren't I? But I do have a very low athletic skill as it is, and so 2% of, well, you know, 2 or whatever is nothing. It's literally nothing. It's going to increase our movement speed by a very negligible amount. But if I were to take 70% more damage to horses, I could take out horses very fast. But we're already capable of doing that. I don't know. I guess I'll just take the damage to horses again, because I took that last time as well with Barney. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so yes, now we do have a couple of people that have leveled up, of course. I'm actually going to be looking for a village to raid, if at all possible. Oh, and it seems like I have some peasants here. Why do I have peasants in my army? Wait a minute. It's because... Oh, I remember now. It's because I have these peasants taking them to Cyrenea, because we need to go there for the herd quest. That's the reason why I have them in my army. And here's Ira. Hello. 69 Imperial recruits. So, yeah, you get it. Okay, anyway, I've got 21 wounded, so it's probably not going to be extremely wise for me to attack at the moment. Oh, look at this. Komar Ayanai's party has been attacked by this guy, and also Bedal has also been... Oh, no. What's going on there? Ah, yes. Delivering the herd. And my criminal rating with the Crusade is increased by 5, but I haven't stolen them. Yes. Oh, dear. Well, I hope my criminal rating is going to go down over time. It's just something that I couldn't avoid, you know? You saw what's going on. You know that I didn't do anything wrong, right? Right? Yeah. Says he, as he scrolls through his ill-gotten gains. Yes, very good. Okay, so what I would like to do is rest up a little bit. Just going to literally wait here, and I will hopefully... Ooh, there's Faron. I would like to be able to do battle with Faron. I believe he's quite strong. Ooh! Look! Look! Look at this! What What is actually going on? Do you see this? Oh my. I am shocked to my core right now. Did you see? Did you see what was actually happening there? Bidal and Komar have taken Rajaya, the leader, actual leader of the Southern Empire, prisoner. How did they do that, you ask? Well, they probably had some help. They probably had some help, let's face it. They probably did. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are probably going to try and fight Joron here. Because he's more than likely not going to have a huge amount of very, very good units. As you can see, he's got 45 Imperial recruits, so we're definitely going to be fighting him. It is just a matter of time. We do have a couple of people that could potentially be... Ah, yeah, most of my people are actually just nomads that have been wounded, so I really don't even need to worry about that. So let's just charge straight on in. Hopefully we won't get the villagers involved in this. No, we aren't. That's good. And we'll see what we can do against Joron. Okay, oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Love this. I love this kind of battlefield. Oh, it is going to be so incredibly nice to see. Look at this. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Now, that is the kind of sight that you want to see as a horse archer commander, isn't it? Especially the same thing as well if you're doing something in regards to cavalry. It is going to be so much fun. Oh, and then, yeah, the only time I actually hit something with my bow, I hit a shield. Isn't that classic? Am I serious right now with this? There we go. A little bit of extra damage there. Okay. Just going to try and level up my bows a little bit. Oh, nice headshot. Very good. Finally able to get a headshot. Okay, so here's the thing. I am pretty terrible with horse archery. No doubt you have seen that before. I'm okay with other things, you know, okay with fighting on horseback now. You know, I'm a little bit better than I used to be. And I'm okay at fighting in tournaments. I'm okay at, well, I'm going to say that I'm a bit below average in terms of blocking, but I would say that in general, blocking without having that much practice initially is kind of difficult. But once you practice a little bit, you can do quite well. I feel like I'm okay at it now. Not terribly bad like I used to be, but yeah. So the point is that horse archery is one of those things that I'm just really not very good at any point. I've always been kind of bad at it in warband, but the thing is I just need to get used to it, you know, just need to get used to it, just need to get a little bit more practice in these kinds of situations. And I feel like we do okay, but I only have, how many? I think I've got 27 arrows or something like that, and I used 27, and I got like, how many kills from it? Maybe like 5? Yeah, you know, not the best. But we did only lose, look at that, 1 person, which is really quite nice. But the more that I can use my horse archery in these kinds of battles, the better. Anyway, there you go. We're going to let him go. And he actually has a good reputation. He has a good personality right there. And I talked about AI Lord personalities in a previous episode. I might have done that with Barney, actually, but if you don't know anything about AI Lord personalities, then basically every single Lord is assigned a personality of some kind, whether they are mean or nice, and then that determines how they're going to react to you in the game. So there's that. But anyway, we are going to be making our way over to one of these villages here. I'm just going to rest up a little bit, and I will also go to the other places where I can start recruiting some of the noble units. Oh, wait a minute. I was actually on my way to recruit some noble units, and we have someone here that is giving our units the runaround, as you can see. They're not able to catch up to him for some reason. I'm actually unsure why that would be, considering they are Khuzait. I'm actually kind of surprised that anyone could outrun the Khuzait in this case, but we are going to be taking care of this guy and helping some of our people in the process. Now, I was actually contemplating installing a mod that increases the relation of lords that you fight with when you win in a battle with them, and consequently lose relation with them when you suffer a defeat. So I was thinking of getting something like that because I thought, well, it kind of makes sense, you know, it kind of makes sense that if you're actually in a fight with a lord that they might, you know, feel, you know, differently about you in that way. And, you know, it might make sense. It might actually make sense. But, yeah, this guy literally just has recruits. And, as you can no doubt tell, they're all on foot. So, well, most of them are on foot. So I'm actually unsure why they were so fast in comparison to our friends. So I guess I'm just going to continue firing here. And I just can't believe that I have already spent all of my arrows. What? That fast? Really? That fast? Okay. Well, I guess I'll get out my glaive. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yes, you could just tell. You can just tell when that slash is coming in. By the way, thank you very much for recommending this glaive. It's very, very nice, and I like it a lot. So I know a bunch of people were recommending, you know, glaives to me in general, and I think I need to find a long glaive. Maybe a long glaive would be quite fun as well, because that's going to give me much more reach, and it is going to make it a little bit more unusable in other situations. Maybe I don't even need a long glaive, because it seems pretty good as it is with its length. So I really might not need it, but anyway, there you go. There's a nice victory for us. Really nothing much to worry about. And our army is actually pretty strong, I feel. Anyway, we're going to let this guy go. Going to gain some more charm. Oh, yes. We're going to try and get as much charm as I can lay my hands on. Thank you very much. Because let's face it, I don't have that much in real life, so I might as well get a bunch in the game. Why not? Sounds good. Anyway, let's try and take a whole bunch of loot here as well. And I now have over 100,000 dinars. Yes. Because I just sold my loot at the nearby town, as well as my prisoners, and I was able to gain pretty decent amount. Okay, so couch lance damage increased by 30%. That's a pretty decent amount. Also, this is actually going to be very, very cool. If you end up using couch lance or a spear or something like that, then this is a really, really cool ability in my opinion. Also, what else do we have here? Swing damage. Ooh, nice. +2 swing damage. +2 damage with polearms while on horseback. Wow. Less couch lance cooldown? Okay. Okay. Here's the thing with this. I personally don't think the game needs this trait, because the couch lancing cooldown is already extremely low, at least in my opinion. Maybe they're thinking about tweaking it in the future, maybe something like that. Maybe it depends on what kind of lance you're using, but the lances that I've used in the past, most notably the Vlandian lance and the Crusade lance, they're very, very quick to recharge, and there is no real cooldown on it, at least in my opinion. Anyway, push opponent with a successful attack. That seems pretty fun. Faster swings with polearms. Oh yes, give me that. And couch lance damage increased by 30% again. Wow, pretty crazy. We're going to go for another point in polearms here, and we will increase our social. I mean, what's my max limit on this? My what is my max limit? Can I tell? There is a way to tell. Learning limit exceeded. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yes. There's the learning limit. So the learning limit is actually 170 at the moment. I would like to get this, and I'm only 4 points away from it. So I could spec another attribute point into it, but as you can see, it doesn't really do that much for us. So I guess I'm just going to spec into social for the extra charm. Yes, for the extra charm, for the extra leadership and things like that. Now that my polearms are maxed out, I'm not going to be specking any more into combat skills. Maybe a little bit more into one-handed, because I might very well want to use a shield at some point. And we finally have these bow skills. And someone actually did mention a very nicely detailed comment. I think it was on the previous episode. Maybe something like that. Anyway, basically, it is to try and... it was detailing how these traits are really, really good, actually. And I just wasn't really understanding the whole power of them. And yes, your explanation actually did enlighten me in a very nice way. So I am actually going to be taking Intimidate Infantry, because let's face it, when you have a bunch of horse archers or lancers or mounted units in general, you're probably not going to want to fight infantry as much as fighting archers. So being able to have infantry reduce their morale much, much faster, that's a really, really good way to go. So I'm going to intimidate the infantry. So that sounds really good to me. There we go. And thank you for that comment, because I might have taken the archer one. I don't know. I might have taken the archer one. Anyway, we're having some people being attacked. Oh, there's Bedal. there's Bedal, and Komar is actually being attacked by someone near Shepest, which is actually very close by. And, oh yes, also, these pop-ups right here, that has nothing to do with the game itself. It is actually a mod that is coming up with that notification. Someone actually told me that in the comments, so I do appreciate that as well, because I actually have not seen that ever before. And I thought that the new update actually did that, but apparently it didn't. I'm actually just going to leave that guy alone, because oh no, look at that, Komar has been captured by Sanion. Where is Sanion? Oh, there is Sanion. Hello. Oh yes, we will be fighting you in just a second, Sanion. Just give me 2 seconds. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that in a real situation where you're literally, you know, about to attack this one guy, and then you just all of a sudden stop what you're doing, and you're like, okay, so you horse archer, rank up, and so on and so forth. And then the guy's like, what? What is this guy doing? We're just about to fight, and what is he doing? He's paused time and all that sort of crazy stuff. Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Anyway, we're gonna try and rescue Komar right here. Hopefully we're going to be able to rescue him successfully, and then we're going to be in a great position. Oh, we're in a village. Oh yeah, Shepest. Okay, yeah, so let's just let all our people do what they want to do. And I'm going to try and use my bow to its maximum effect here, because I do want to level it up as much as I possibly can. Bear in mind that look at my crosshair right now. My crosshair is looking pretty good in terms of its accuracy, potentially. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I'm going to die here, I think. This is a very difficult situation for our horse archers to be in. Whoa, I actually hit someone from here? What? That was crazy. Okay, not entirely sure how that worked. Yeah, it seems like there's a bit of an upshot to the bow. Where are you running to? Where are you running to? That guy literally takes no damage whatsoever from my bow. I need to buy a new bow. I need to buy a new bow, like very desperately. Because as it stands right now, my bow skill is capable of dealing damage only when really hitting not very heavily armored units. And if I'm doing damage to... Ow. Yeah, thought I would die here, but that's absolutely fine. Anyway, the point is that when I'm hitting something like an Imperial Infantryman or something, like one of these guys, when I'm hitting one of these guys, it doesn't really do that much damage, as you could no doubt tell. I did like 14 damage to this guy, which is to be expected, I suppose, because he's wearing some pretty decent armor, but I would expect, you know, piercing to be able to get through that, but maybe some of the time it won't do as much damage. I mean, obviously it's not going to do as much damage as to someone that's wearing just regular clothes. Like, for example, this guy, he's going to take massive damage from arrows in that case. So, I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm not complaining about the fact that I'm not doing enough damage. It's just the fact that I need to get a better bow. That's all I need to do. And then hopefully we'll be able to see some better kills on my part. Or I could just aim for the head, you know. Aiming for the head is always a good idea in terms of increasing your damage output. But that is, of course, kind of difficult for me, especially on a horse. So we'll see how that goes. But otherwise, there you go. That's a victory for us. We ended up losing a couple of people, but nothing really to worry about. And we have now freed Komar, which is perfect. There we go. Komar has been freed. Did I not get any relation with him? Maybe he doesn't even need any relation with us. Gonna let him go. Gonna gain some more charm, of course. And we're gonna gain... What? Okay, he's got a huge amount of troops for me to rescue, which is absolutely amazing for us, especially seeing as they do have some heavy lancers. They've got some horsemen, some lancers. They've got some noble sons as well, some raiders, very good. And I won't be taking any of these, unfortunately. I would like to, but they're going to be on their feet, and I personally want only cavalry as much as I possibly can. All right. Anything else here that I really want to take? Doesn't seem like it. Got to be careful about not missing out on really good loot. Ah, there is actually some better arrows that I just looted. Oh, okay. Ah, yes, these are much better. Very nice. Ooh, this is my chance. This is my chance. Ah, did you see that? That was my chance to literally help those villagers, but I just got there way too late because that Karakurgit unit is so incredibly fast moving and indeed fast killing as well by the looks of things. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so here we are, once again able to recruit some... I was hopeful for the nobles, but unfortunately they don't have any nobles. But I am going to be recruiting the tribal warriors here because I would like to be able to do that. Also, they do have steppe horses here too. Gonna get a whole bunch of those and some food too. I have a lot of food actually. My food has not decreased that much in the time that I've been playing Byron. I guess it is literally just because I have bought a huge amount at one point and then that's it. Okay, so is there anything else here? What is actually going on here? Bidal? Someone's leveled up, right? Who has actually leveled up in this case? Am I missing it? Because it was giving me a notification. That's a bit strange. I don't see anything here. Okay, that is weird. I have no idea. I did get a notification. I thought someone had leveled up, but apparently not. Apparently not. All right. So we're just going to go to the nearby town real quick because I do, of course, have a bunch of prisoners to sell. And there's Mengus. Mengus Blacktooth. He does have a color in his name, so it might make sense. But, oh yeah, that actually reminds me, someone did mention that the red, quote-unquote, you know, one of the red companions just hasn't been born yet. I'm not entirely sure if that's an actual thing, but if it is, that's pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, just going to sell everything here. And there's another 4,000 for us. Now, I'm thinking that what we're going to do is I will continue to do quests, continue to recruit people and things like that, and then we will continue to do battle against the Southern Empire. I would like to be able to eliminate the Southern Empire almost completely, if at all possible, because I really do not want to fight them again in the end game. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.